Hello everyone, Andy here. Welcome to One Scramble X Speedcubers series. Huge thanks to Ron for letting me use his brilliant idea. The scramble of this episode is on screen right now. I'm very glad that numerous cubers are interested in taking part in this project, but I cannot put them all in one single video, or the video will be too long. So if you have sent me your examples of but you are not featured in this video, no worries. You may find yours in one of the next videos. If you are interested in joining us, you may also send me your examples of through Discord. So without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, so I looked around and I thought green might have been a decent option, but in the end I decided to go with blue. So on blue I can solve these two edges relative to each other in 2 moves, which is pretty good, and then it sets up the rest of the cross to be solved in 4 moves. Also, when I do the first 2 moves, it sets up these 2 pieces to make a really nice first F12 pair. So I'll just start by doing that. Then I'll end the cross one more. That, and then I can go do these 2. And while I'm doing that, I see these ones also set up to a really good F12 pair. So I'll go into that, and then see these 2, I can rotate, do them pretty well, and then cancel the last R move, make it into an R2, do that, and then sledge to reduce the move count and also to flip these 2 edges to give me a bit of OLL case. Then do these 2, and then R perm.
So we're gonna do white cross, and I try to preserve this block here. I'll do something like this, and then we have that one pair, and last pair like that. OLL into E perm.
This is the worst cross ever. What is this? I'd probably just go with R prime to into this cross edge and then move this over with a D, but instead of just doing a D, I'd do a D2 at the same time, just faster. And then here I'll do F to into this cross edge, R prime to into this cross edge, and then next I will do D and then F2 to into this cross edge. And before solving the cross, I will insert this corner into here by doing L prime U2L, U prime L prime UL. And then here I'll just do OIQ, and now I have an X cross. So first pair, I'll probably go with this one. Yeah, solve it like that. And that gives me this oriented pair. If I do something like this, I'd get this pair, which isn't as ideal because the edge can be oriented like that. Oh, this is not the best case. So I have this pair and this pair. Honestly, what I would do in a solve is just RU2 R prime, U2, and then RU prime, and then here just cancel into this by doing like R3 prime. I've done that in solves a couple of times. And then here I have this dot OLL. I'll do the OLCP, so RU prime, R2 prime, F2 U prime, RF R prime, U F2 R2 U R prime, and then since I wouldn't have post AUF, and since pre AUF gives me time to do the slight shift, I'll just do U prime into RUS U perm. So yeah, thanks for watching.
So I only do white and yellow, and white doesn't look that good, and yellow just looks a little bit better, I guess. So I'll do, to set these 3 up opposite, I'll do R prime, F2, L, R prime, and then B, D prime, R, D2. And I did that with a B instead of a B prime to preserve this 3 pair here. It's just easier to track like that. So I'll do U, L prime, U, L, and then insert this in the back. And then when I do this pair, this will be a free pair, so that's pretty nice. So you insert this. And then I can do lefty sledge here to preserve both. So lefty sledge, U2, insert, easy OLL into G A perm. So yeah, pretty cool.
Okay, so the first thing I saw is this pair. So I probably check like anything that related to this pair. And the thing with red and green first block, I saw this too. So I kind of like could pair it up with like U prime L. But I'm gonna execute it from here. And after that I do D to put the L, and then R F2 to solve the square. And this pair is gonna go move here and then move here, so it's on the top. And this one gonna move here and here, so it's gonna stay on FD. I'm just gonna do U2B, and I'm just gonna track this corner. So it will be, the execution will be something like this. So the corner will end up here, and then I saw DR is here. So if I just do the normal insertion of DR, I can just do that to solve the square, and then U M prime to make another pair in an insert, and then sexy sledge. And then the EOLR for this one is M U M prime to set up to misorient to center. I'm just gonna do M U, and then because I know this one is longer, so forces like that.
Okay, I only do white cross, so let's take a look at the white cross edges. Okay, the cross is not that great, but I think we can turn this into an X cross with this block and this edge. So I'll do R prime D to insert this here, then U F to solve this square, and then there's a way to insert these two. Okay, I'll just do it. R prime U D F, then U, like this. There's a free pair. And this is pretty lucky. I'm gonna solve this pair, but it's also gonna set up this pair. And then I'll skip.
Hello guys, I'm Herman Kalland, and I'm gonna show my solution for Andy's Scramble. I only do white cross, so my solution for this cross would be R prime, B prime, D, F, R, D, F2, D. That leaves me with this free pair, and I can also look at this pair. So just solve it in the back, and this pair in the front with R prime U to R, insert. And now I'm gonna keyhole this corner, and I'm gonna do it with a U2 actually, because that sets up this pair with a nice case. So D, U2, R prime, U2, R, D prime, and then I'm gonna solve this pair like this. Now we have this OLL CP, and by now I can see which U perm I've got, so I'm gonna cancel into the U perm actually. Yeah. Thank you Andy for letting me be featured in your video, I appreciate it, so thanks, bye guys.
Hey guys, it's KardTrickKid, and here's my walkthrough solve for Andy's video. Now, my cross solution is pretty bad, but I can get a free pair out of it. I'll do this, and then take out the pair like that, and then just insert these, and then insert this without rotating. And then I'll do this pair next, like this. And you can also do this pair without rotating. You can do this, which sets up like that. And then this pair, R, U, F, sexy, F prime, and then R prime. And then this easy Z below, which goes like this. So pretty interesting solve. Nice Z below at the end. Interesting F2 gen F prime stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Okay, so I see an X cross on white with this block and this edge piece. So I'm gonna do R prime F to start, insert this blue, and then I'm gonna do D, and then U prime to preserve this block, L prime. So that does two things. It inserts the white-green cross edge and also this edge that goes with this block. So I can do D prime and then finish the cross with R2, places this here, D2R, finishes the X cross. And then we have this pair I can do in the back, and it sets up this one, and then it also will set up this one. And I see I'm gonna have no edges oriented, so I will go into a sledge like that, and then we get OLL, and then just PLL. Oh, wrong element. So for this scramble, it's
It's not a very good one, but I guess I can do an X cross with this block thing. So I'd probably, the finger tricks aren't great, but it's a pretty okay solution. So I'd start by putting this one down here, just so you can create a 2x2x1. So you put this one down here, like that, and you put this one down, okay? And you put this edge in, and DF, just so you have these 3 cross edges. And then I saw these 2 in inspection. Yeah, so just D2, L prime. And you go into these 2. And these 2 are pretty simple. Then just the last 2. Now here, just ZB.
So orange cross is pretty nice, free pair with the green and yellow. So I can solve this piece. And then if I do R prime F D prime, it sets up this pair. YD prime to set it up in front. You also get a free pair here. You get this pair, last pair, OLL, PLL. Gosh.
Hey everyone, my name's Chamberlain, and this is my walkthrough solve. Huge thanks to Andy for letting me be a part of this video. Alright, on this scramble, I see I'm going to do yellow cross, and my edges are here, 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 and here. What I'm about to do startingly isn't the best solution, but it's the best I could find. So I would start by moving this edge right here, and then bringing this green edge down while moving this red edge to match the center, like that. And then I would do a, right here I do see I have a free pair. In a solve, I wouldn't see that. But what I could do is do a U2 to make an X cross, but I didn't see that in inspection, so I'm not going to do it. And then I'll do an F right here, or an F prime, and then D prime, and now just solve these 2 edges. And there's my cross. I see my first pair, I have this pair, which is a pretty easy pair, and I can solve like this. And now I just have to insert it. Next, I see this pair, which I can solve like that. Now, it's certainly not the best idea to solve 2 pairs in front because you don't have a very good idea of what's going on in the back. But for this case specifically, I see I have this pair right here, which I can solve like that. And then this case set up perfectly. And now I have OLL and an F perm.